Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sun Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to run for it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Coming up, 4th down.
The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So Arizona State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
From the gun, the running back has it.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Complete in the middle. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Give to the back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. He marched 78 yards down the field, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Makes his connection. Oh, what a move! And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And Bobby Bowden built this program. High-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
The give to the single back. The Seminoles brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Seminoles are on the move. They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He leaves it with his back. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Seminoles are in the red zone. Using his legs, it's Lucas. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end could be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And the Sun Devils want to move quickly. Looking for a crease to the left. Smashes through the tackle. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
And the Noles decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Slips through the line, and the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense. They're turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. They're trying to get to it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
That's a really good play by the defender. I think quarterbacks, when they see these routes and they think they can get these routes pretty much at will, because my receivers are so fast, I usually get such a big cushion. And then when they sit down for that comeback route, it's usually open. But that defender says, no, sir, not in my building.
The give out of the gun. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Got his man quickly.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Wide out in motion. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Glenn. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Benson. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They'll throw it on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Now 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Noles will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know, as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a game.
Throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back, and the returner will be brought down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Off the RPO, complete. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Hard running there. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He'll do it himself. And the ball squirted out. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Little touch pass to the receiver. Nice move there. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Trying to find his man on first down. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And once he got loose, it was all over. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's to Afili. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Second down.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Running back searching for a hole. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Seminoles are on the move. On the run, it's to Afili.
With the carry, it's the running. Tackle is made at the 37-yard line. Second down coming up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Complete on 3rd down. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Quick handoff. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
Brings up second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, no!
And the defense just has to do a better job in coverage in that situation. Down close to the goal line, you know it's going to be man coverage. You just have got to do a better job sticking on your guy, and the defender just simply got beat.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Going up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Benson. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Power football with the run. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Give to the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Handoff from the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. They finally make the stop of the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Grabs it in the middle. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Grab near the marker. It's Toafili. There to make the stop, and he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Got it behind the line. It's Brown. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Into the end zone, and he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The Sun Devils in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Pulls and fires complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw. It's Glenn. Throws to the wideout. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off.
It's now third down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He'll take another shot here. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Excellent field position here for the offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over. They almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Sun Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown! That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
38, Florida State, 17.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lucas. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. On target to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Glenn. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with the lone back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They're bringing heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Looking to pass, it's Glenn. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over.